This is lab presentation 3, and we're starting in your lab manual on page 388, figure 50.2. Let's take a look, first of all, at the upper left-hand portion of the diagram, and notice and find, first of all, the testis, and by now recall you will have labeled all of these before watching presentation 3. So again, find the testis, number 2. Next, sitting on top of the testis, find the epididymis, number 1. And then leading away from the epididymis, number 6, locate the ductus deferens or vas deferens. Take a look next at, and we're looking inside of the testis now, at the point where a single seminiferous tubule is being cross-sectioned and then shown down in the lower right at a higher magnification. And let's find, first of all, a cell called a spermatogonium, number 5. You might want to jot down that the plural would be spermatogonia with an IA on the end. So notice now we have this ring of cells called spermatogonia. And if you follow along, you'll see that those cells then do make a single layer lining of the seminiferous tubule. Let's also take a look now and locate the sperm cells, label number 7. And notice these are deep within the seminiferous tubule. Again, that round structure that we're looking at right now in cross-section, that's a cross-section through a segment of seminiferous tubule. So we have spermatogonia, the outer lining, and then deep within we have sperm cells. And then finally, let's take a look now going outside of the tubule. Find the cells labeled number 4, and notice then that these cells are interstitial cells, and they're found in between adjacent seminiferous tubules. We'll go from here to page 389 in your lab manual and figure 50.4, lower left-hand corner. And notice this is a photomicrograph, a photograph taken through a microscope of that same structure, that seminiferous tubule in cross-section that we were seeing in diagram form in figure 50.2. And again then, let's go ahead and first of all find the spermatogonia, that outer ring of cells. And then again, locate the sperm cells at the very center of the tubule. And then labeled in the lower right, notice the interstitial cells. And you can see also an alternate name, which you will hear occasionally, and which I would like you to know. These interstitial cells are sometimes referred to as cells of Leydig. I do want to go to one more figure, and this one was not on the original assignment, but I think it's worthwhile. So let's flip over to page 390 now, and take a look at figure 50.7 down at the bottom, notice here we're taking a look at the penis in cross-section. And I'd like to go back and have you guys, first of all, find the urethra. Then find the corpus spongiosum, which you'll recall surrounds the urethra. And then finally, find the two corpora cavernosa. And recall this is plural, so each of these two structures that we're seeing in the photomicrograph up above the corpus spongiosum, each of these two columns of tissue is a corpus cavernosum. And it's really not a lab type of thing now, it's more a lecture type of thing. But you may just want to jot down the fact that these are and again I'm talking about the corpus spongiosum and the corpora cavernosa, these are those three columns of erectile tissue that you'll recall having heard about elsewhere. And that concludes lab presentation 3.